Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 17 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food, though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Welcome to Pod Chef. I'm your host, Jamal. With me is my co-host, Reeves. Say what's up.
What's up, everyone? We're here doing the cooking show.
We also have third Mike. He's here. He's back. He's not in a hotel anymore. It's Brian.
What's up? I'm at home, which is it's like your hotel.
It's like your permanent hotel that you got to pay for and
got to pay for other hotels.
You got to clean it too.
That's the only difference is I don't clean this either. Mm-hmm. I just pay someone to do it.
I'm looking at the video and it doesn't look like you've cleaned it.
Oh no, it's really bad here.
Okay. So let's just get right into it.
Hasn't been introduced yet. So.
Brian's friend Steve is here and he's getting into it already.
That's the intro you're gonna give him.
Well, you have a better intro.
Fine, I will do it.
Hold on a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Hold on a second. I'm relinquishing first mic for the next intro to Brian, and it will be returned to me post tense. Go ahead.
Cool. Thanks. Sorry, I forgot that we had to go through that process. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That's wrestling. Steve watches wrestling. Our guest today, because this episode focuses on women, we just had to get him in here. We had to get another guy in here. He is my friend. He is my former roommate, former college radio co-host, current friend, and the host of the Two Guys Into Fridays TGIF podcast, which is they've gone back. They started at the when TGIF first started. They've been watching it and recapping it. And when it started, there were a lot of shows I didn't even know that existed. So that was probably a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, do you want your last name said on here?
I don't care.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Brown.
I was going to say, and if you're not done with that, I got 2 words for you, but that intro was a little long. I kind of forgot what all you said.
That's kind of what Road Dogg would say, too.
Yeah.
It was so long. I can't remember what was supposed to happen next. And badass Billy Gunn was like, I got you.
That's one of those wrestling promos that like continues through the break. You come back from commercial and it's still happening.
Still going on.
Yeah.
It's like picture in picture, and then it comes back and it's still going, and then Sammy Guevara brings out the posters.
This is Brian saying, do you understand me, brother?
So I'm confused.
Yeah.
I listened to last week's episode, and I thought I was being brought in for a different reason, not just because I'm your friend.
So
but
we can talk.
Else.
Yeah, we can talk about Awesome Con too a little bit. Reeves doesn't want to talk about it much. Reeves doesn't want to talk about much.
I said not too much. We really kind of beat it to death last episode. And
we also got emails from Awesome Con saying,
"Did you
don't do that again?"
Yeah,
they listened.
They sent me an email too, but it was a little different.
Okay. Yes. Okay. We at least.
I mean, I got an email. I got an email yesterday from them.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, we got to hear how yours is different because we thought we were in this thing based on the email that we read.
Oh, do you want the confirmation email? That one?
Yeah. Let's see how different it is from ours.
Okay.
That word already has me kind of triggered.
Yeah.
Because it is confirming something for you. Mm-hmm. Whereas we did not get a confirmation email as much as a. Well, I guess it was a confirmation of our denial.
It was a confirmation of.
That we're barred from being inside the building.
Yeah. Do you remember what the subject line was for your email?
Ooh.
I can tell you.
Did you say like congratulations?
So it said you're awesome.
It says program status. application
the
status.
subject line for me. It starts with an emoji of the little praise hands,
We
and then it
didn't
says, "Your program is approved for AwesomeCon
Okay.
2022."
Yeah, we didn't get
That's
that.
the subject
We
line.
didn't get
Okay,
that.
so it really gave it to you up front. You didn't even have to read the email. That's interesting.
First sentence: "Hello, Stephen Brown, and congratulations."
Full name. Whoa, gave you a full name?
Did yours come from Leslie?
It did.
Okay. So the same person emailed us. Okay.
She only used one emoji for us, and it was the throwing up one after she said the name of our podcast.
Wow.
I also got an email from her yesterday. I just want to read the first half of that first sentence.
Okay.
Hey, please keep this on the down low, but we have confirmed blank.
Oh wait, you won't tell us what it is?
I can't tell you the blank, at least not on the show. Maybe afterwards.
Okay.
So is
But
it
I
one
can
word
tell
or two
you-
words?
It's
like a
not
name.
one word. It's a name.
Okay.
It's a name.
And it's related to our show and the con.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Are they
Urkel.
going to have them on
Urkel.
your... Is it Urkel?
It's Urkel.
I can't say anything else.
That's a yes.
Jaleel
Top
White.
secret.
Host of
It's Urkel.
Blackout. Was it called Blackout? That show on Sci-Fi where they had do stuff in the dark. It was a lot of fun. That's a woman who kept thinking it was a worm. A lot of
Sounds
fun.
real racist, Brian.
Yeah.
As soon as I say Urkel, you go to Blackout Show? All right.
Are both the guys from Perfect Strangers dead?
No,
Or-
both are alive.
That's great. That's the leftovers that I'm thinking of where I think someone was dead in that. Okay. Yep.
We've
That's
had
nice.
multiple email conversations with Balky, and we have not had him on the show yet.
Okay.
He keeps ducking you.
Keeps ducking.
Come on the show, coward. Come on,
Yeah.
Pod Chef, you coward.
Mhm.
All
I heard
right.
he's
Well,
a big fan.
so
Yeah, it sounds like it would be.
okay. Well, let's get into it because some people aren't big fans of the show, and I'm gonna get you on because Jamal hasn't relinquished hosting, relinquished, taken back hosting. We got a bad review the other day, and this time the person
Another
said
one?
why they don't like it. Yeah, but this time the
Ugh.
person.
Hold on. Don't say another one like it's this automatic thing we keep getting.
I mean, I feel like, is this like 3 weeks in a row now?
yeah, we're on. It's kind of a hat trick. We're kind of doing good.
Yeah.
This person seemed to not. All I can say is that if Brief doesn't want to go into it, if you have issues with the podcast, reach out to Tom Colicchio. That's all I'm saying.
I have no problems going into it. I think we should have a take on it. And yes, that's the funny part where you got to send all those to Tom now. Tom responds to our fan letters, and especially ones that are negative, because he's like the producer of the show, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's fielding those, and he's got a big backlog of them because a
Yeah,
lot
so
of people hate our show.
If you don't
Foot
like
Clan
the
or
show-
Beehive? Which one?
Who? This person?
This
This
guy.
this one felt like a beehive.
Beehive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The Foot Clan tend to like us. The Beehives don't like us so much.
Yeah.
They do seem to really like us.
So be sure to reach out to Tom on his Twitter and just say, "Hey, that official
Please at Tom.
that official Top Chef podcast that is masquerading.
Don't
as,
add us.
like-
Don't add us. Just
Don't
let-
at us, just Tom, and say
He'll
that
know.
official Top Chef podcast at Pod Chef podcast, the one that you're responsible for,
Mhm.
kind of takes forever for them to talk about the show.
Yeah, but we tell you when it starts now.
Yeah,
I think if we're going to give any information on it, and maybe we should cut most of this, but we should maybe give the title of the review,
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good one.
which
The review.
did make me laugh. I don't think they were trying to be funny, but it is very funny.
it is very
Reeves,
funny.
do you want to read it?
No, I don't have it up. You can move
Okay.
on.
It's honestly, the worst Top Chef podcast.
Are there a lot?
there are a few.
There's a few, but I mean that's pretty fair, right? Or we're probably out of them. We're the worst ones at doing it, right?
Yeah,
We don't
than
remember
likely.
what they cook from past season things. We don't,
It's not important.
nope.
No, the names of the contestants we mispronounce.
Yep.
We are a good podcast, but a bad Top Chef podcast.
Yes,
That's
it.
pretty good. That's pretty
That's
good,
not bad.
actually. I'm turning that into a t-shirt.
Mhm.
What else are we doing today? I'm back in town. We did that. Latest review. We did that.
Are you
going
going
to
to relinquish the hosting thing, or are you
Oh.
taking it the whole time? Because
Ooh, I
typically
feel good
Jamal
about it.
kind of like seamlessly goes
Yeah,
into
kinda
the
like
next things versus
The
calling them
transitions
out.
are so
All
sloppy
right.
right
All
now.
right. Okay. Jamal, I relinquish hosting capabilities back on to you, and I touch you like Rogue. But this time you're Rogue, and I'm giving you my power.
Okay, so let's actually talk to the guest finally. So why don't you talk to us about your podcast?
I mean, Brian kind of said it in like 4 minutes, but we go back, we watch each and every week of TGIF exactly as it aired 30 years ago, and then we kind of talk about it. And that's about it.
Okay.
And then whenever the show's in reruns, we usually try to get like interviews with some of the cast members from some of the shows.
Oh, have you got any big names?
I don't know about big. We've had some good ones. We've had Kimmy Gibbler from Full House. We've had Earl Sinclair from Dinosaurs. We had
Great one.
the entire cast of Just the 10 of Us. Not a lot of people know that show, but we had 12 people on one episode, so that was kind of cool.
12, including you and your co-host.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
10 of them.
I was gonna say.
Okay. The math didn't.
I mean,
how hard was that to coordinate?
Like, which part of it?
To get 10 people, we have a hard time getting one person to come on our podcast, and you got.
So we had one of the cast members on, and then she kind of helped like get a lot of the others. And then there were some people who hadn't even talked to each other in 30 years, though, which was pretty cool.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! So when Brian says it's kind of hard for us to get one person on the show, he's usually talking about himself.
Yeah, I'm not here a lot.
One of the hosts is usually not here on the show.
I'm not
It's
here
kind
a
of
lot.
hard to get us all to be doing the show.
We had Karen from Step by Step on recently. That was good.
Wow.
Was she the brunette from the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Remember when Cody
right.
did that kung fu on that guy?
At the bar.
Was it a bar? I feel like in my mind it was a theme park, but I think that's just because where that's the intro credits are, the theme park.
We watched one recently that happened in a bar where Dana went to this bar to go see a band, and then it turned out to be like a biker bar, and then Cody had to come save her and do kung fu.
That's probably that's what I'm thinking.
I
Of.
remember
Yeah.
that one. Now he's dead, right, Cody?
He's still alive.
Okay. All right.
There's not a lot of dead TGIF people, I don't think.
They age well.
Bob Saget, though.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
new.
Have you gotten to Boy Meets World being on the
Not yet.
show
No.
Oh,
We're a
okay.
few years from that still.
Man,
If you can get Topanga,
Topanga would do it because her husband's a big podcaster.
I think there's a chance we can get her. Ben Savage doesn't seem to do a lot of them, but everyone else does like all the cons now. So I think we'll be able to get some people.
Isn't Ben Savage too busy directing everything?
Yeah, he does a lot of that. Well, him and his brother, right?
Fred, I think Fred directs more.
Fred Savage.
Could you get Vader on your show? He was on Boy Meets World.
He's
Not
dead.
anymore.
He's dead. So it's Bob Saget and Vader, the two guys from TGIF who have died. He was that guy's dad. That ruled. That episode was
That
awesome.
was very cool.
He was the guy from Butterfly Effect's dad.
Oh yeah, Ethan Suplee.
Yeah, who looks great now, but still weird. Okay, so Jamal, you're
Steve,
the
I
host.
have a
You're the
q-
host, Jamal.
Cut all this out.
This is the
Steve,
good
I have
stuff.
a question.
Yeah.
Where does the name Dash come from?
Ugh. All right. So when I was doing radio, you kind of get named by like the DJs that have been there a while if you don't come in with a name. So it went for like months trying to figure out a name for me, and then someone was like, "Oh, your hair's kind of swoopy like the guy from Dashboard Confessional. Why don't we call you Dash?" And it was a lot better than any of the other names that had gone around. So I was like, "Let's do it."
I didn't know that story.
Yeah.
And that's what the host does. So let's go on to a segment we do every week. This will be good. This is a segment called Chefs I Prepared for You, where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night. And we present it as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef. I'll go first. Chefs I prepared for you: rotisserie seasoned chicken breast with garlic, spinach, and sweet potatoes. Ask your questions. Go ahead.
Are you sick of that yet?
No,
No.
not yet.
That's what all the fans want to know.
Not yet.
Not yet. Are you
tired of it.
getting there though? Like, are you
I
kind
am
of
getting
like?
there.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you something. Today I woke up at 7 a.m. and went and bought a ribeye steak.
Okay.
You said sweet potatoes and what else?
Sweet potatoes, garlic, and spinach.
Okay.
Is the garlic in this? You like put what do you do? Like garlic powder? You chopping up garlic?
No, chopped up garlic. And
Okay.
also, I'm putting the garlic in the hot pan with the olive oil so it infuses the flavor of the olive oil. Then I'm putting the spinach in. Quick toss onto the plate.
Fresh spinach.
Fresh, chopped, fresh.
How wilted are we getting that spinach?
Not wilted, not very wilted at all. I'm on an induction cooktop and I burnt spinach the other day. So I said, okay, so this cooks faster than I'm used to.
I like it.
Burnt spinach.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked. I was like letting it cook like I would on electric stovetop or gas, and I just looked over and I was like, what does that smell? And it was burnt. And it has a very peculiar smell.
I got one more question. Was it adult spinach or are we talking baby?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Prepubescent.
Okay.
It's baby spinach.
What does adult spinach look like? I don't think
It's so old and wrinkly.
Very old and wrinkly. Yeah, it's big, wrinkly, kind of sad.
Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Just
loner.
looks like it's been through seen some stuff, had the
It's in a
innocence.
single packet.
It's
in
by
a single
itself.
packet. Yeah.
But
Do
if
we
you
have
get like a
micro
bunch
spinach?
together, they're good. That's a
Yeah.
good point. Micro spinach.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I think so.
Possibly. I'm sure.
Micro
it is.
basil,
I'd like
micro
to
other stuff.
Microdose some spinach.
This is basil. I don't know. All right, who's going next, Reeves?
Chefs, I procured for you
Mmm.
Domino's Pizza.
Okay.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Give me the sauce. Give me the sausage. And
Okay.
give me the green peppers. Did
Okay, this is
not
a new
have
one for
time
you.
to make food. Had to order it.
Wow. You procured pizza. Okay.
Mhm.
So is that your go-to sausage and peppers?
That's my go-to. I like Domino's too, by the way. I enjoy it. My wife enjoys, VCU alum, enjoys
Go Rams, go.
pineapple and ham, a little Hawaiian pizza. So we get 2 separate medium pizzas.
Oh, you do that two for whatever deal?
You better believe it.
$5.99?
Every single time. $5.99
yeah.
supposedly, and then by the time it gets
Yeah,
to me,
by the time you-
by the time
Somehow.
Uncle Joe Biden gets his hands on it, it's $80.
You got to pick it up.
Yeah.
Ugh, I know I should.
Isn't that delivery only when you to get the
No.
deal?
No.
I saw on TV that Domino's pays you to pick it up now.
$3.
Is that because they can't get anyone to deliver pizza?
It's kind of a scam though.
Yeah,
so
it is.
they say, all right, here's a $3 coupon that you have to use next week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's not actually $3 cold cash.
No.
okay.
It's Domino's cash that,
That
can only
makes
be spent at
sense.
Domino's.
Okay.
Well, Domino's cash will only be sent to Domino's now, but who knows in the future? One day it might become a currency that's used across the country, across the
I
world.
mean, new crypto is going to be
Yeah,
currency.
invest in it now.
Does Domino's only have hand tossed
No, they've got
everything?
the handmade pan pizza as well.
Yes.
They also have the New York.
They got New York
Well,
style.
They do a flatty too, a
Mm.
crispier one.
Which, if
They're
I'm going to be
flatty
honest with you,
daddies.
they just take 2 or 1.5 of the hand toss large and they just flatten it out. That's all I know. It's not New York style.
So yeah, that's what I had. A person deliver it to me, not a robot car thing, which I thought was going to be a thing that was going to start happening, and it hasn't
Bummer.
yet.
Oh, hasn't happened yet.
But yeah,
They keep
it was
getting
good.
hijacked.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, for their precious metals. Chef, last night I procured for you.
Oh,
Okay.
But
another
in my
purchase?
defense, we cooked food the 2 nights prior.
Okay.
Okay.
Chef, last night I
The
procured for you a
defense
burrito from Taqueria and chips and guacamole,
Yeah.
and it's very good. It's so
How many beans do you have in that burrito?
I don't think they have any. Just a couple black beans, a few. But it's
few.
chicken, and it's your sour cream, and it's your. They don't put the salsa in there, which I like. I don't really like salsa in a burrito.
a little guac.
No guac in it. Lots of rice, but then I pour a ton of habanero hot sauce on it that they give you at the place, and it rules, and it's really good. And their guac is dope. I had the guac with the chips, and I don't feel
Is it
bad
fresh
about
guac? Fresh guac?
it. It is, and lately it's been a little brown when it gets here.
Hmm.
Ooh,
that
that's not
heat.
that fresh then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people that puts like sauce on it every time you bite
Yeah,
it? You bite it,
yeah,
and put a little
yeah.
on top and buy it.
Takes you 2 hours to finish that burrito.
You can't close it back up though. If you open it up and put sauce in it, it's never going to close the right way again.
I keep telling you to get that vacuum sealer for your burritos.
Yes.
Just when you're done, just vacuum seal it up. It'll be fine.
I know. I just don't want to make the investment. All right.
All right.
Any questions?
What did you have the 2 nights prior where you cooked?
Oh, okay. So the first night that I was back in town, we made a sheet pan gnocchi plate with like the gnocchis and the tomatoes and the peppers and all that jazz. And then Steve also has a little chef at his house.
Okay.
Does not like the sheet pan. Wonders if I made the gnocchi. I did not. And then the next
Gnocchi, please.
and then the next day,
Cut that.
Oh my god.
the next day, Carrie made us this really good curry with a green curry paste and bamboo shoots and some other stuff. I really enjoyed it. She did a great job.
Did you eat the bamboo shoots or did she like torture you with them?
She put them under my fingernails.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought so.
I was like, I don't think this is what you're supposed to do with them. And she was like, I read the recipe. Shut up. And she's
Yeah, I
like,
think it enhances the flavor or something.
yeah. And then she was like, shut up and tell me where the money is.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have any. You got the money. All right, Steve.
Chefs, I have prepared for you yellowtail poke bowls over sushi rice with homemade shoyu sauce, a la my second favorite Top Chef contestant, Brooke Williamson.
Okay.
Okay.
That was a lot, and it was like you didn't have to outdo us, but you did.
But you
Yeah.
Well,
definitely
I
did.
felt like I had to.
Call out to B-dubs.
Shoyu sauce. What's that?
Yeah, so that's the best part of this thing. Her recipe for shoyu sauce, but soy sauce, sugar, rice vinegar, mirin, sesame oil, garlic, and ginger.
Oh, and you just whip that all together and pour it over.
Yep, and it's delicious.
Is this her Lomi Lomi salmon poke bowl?
No, this is
Oh.
close though. That one has a video. I looked at it too and kind of took a little bit of an idea from that one and the yellowtail one that she has. But put a little.
Okay.
I added some avocado and I added some serrano chilies, and it was delicious.
That sounds really good. Did you do
It's not too
that
hard to
because you
make,
knew you were
too.
coming on the episode?
Yeah, I would have gotten probably some pizza if I wasn't coming on the show.
All right.
I think that's the first time I've cooked in 4 weeks.
2 of us cooked. 2 of us procured food. No trailblazers here. No?
I'll take it
You're
because
good?
we gotta go. But yeah, that's fine.
We'll be right back after this.
Pod Chef.
And we're back. Pod Chef Season 6, Episode 6. Top Chef Season 19, Episode 6. It's super easy to remember.
You
We're
just
here
flip
with-
it. Just flip the 9 over.
Just flip
Yeah.
the 9 over. It's super easy. We're here with Steve, aka Dash, on the ones and twos, and we're here to talk about Trailblaze Hers. Trailblaze Hers, the name of the episode.
It's a pun.
It's a pun. Press play. Watch along with us. So right off the top, we got Top Chef Kentucky winner Kelsey Bernard Clark is in the house,
Mhm.
and yet another person from a past season is on the current season, and my prediction's looking good. I think we're gonna get someone.
How many are
from
you up to?
every
Do you
season.
know?
I think this is 7.
They're bringing
7
Brooke around a lot. Brooke's here like every week,
Yeah.
Brooks here a
but
lot.
she wasn't here this week. But they
With-
keep repeating her.
It does lead me to a follow-up question. Steve, you said Brooke was your second favorite Top Chef contestant. Who's your first?
Kevin from Top Chef Vegas.
Okay.
Only Top Chef Vegas, though.
I guess he was on an All Stars or something.
But
too,
I
right?
liked him better in
he
the
was
Vegas
in
season.
LA. When he came back after cancer.
I went to one of his restaurants in Atlanta a few years ago, and it was the best pork belly I have ever had.
Oh, that sounds nice.
He's a lot
I've
of
never
fun.
had pork belly.
Never?
No.
Didn't you just eat brisket for the first time too?
Okay, you listen to the podcast. The last time I had an opportunity to have pork belly, I accidentally ordered tripe because I thought it was something else, and it is not pork
A
belly.
little different.
I'll tell you that right now.
Do you have the same thing that the guy has? Because you flipped the words wrong. You thought it was pork belly, but it was tripe.
Dyslexia?
Careful,
Look, you hear me? I can't even talk, so I get it.
careful.
Lucas, his name. Also, we need to point out that they tried to trick us because beginning episode, Jay was talking with her fiance. They keep doing that, so like, oh, look who might go home, but no, Jay's.
Do they
Fine.
always do this? Is this maybe I just don't know enough about reality TV narrative structure that there's like some purpose of having like a home thing at the beginning that in no way pays off or plays into the rest of the episode, or even follows the person the rest of the episode.
Well,
Just throw you off a little bit.
Reeves, you're not paying attention to the small details. This episode was lady oriented.
That's the-
It was a
yeah.
lesbian conversation in the beginning. It was all about the women.
It's just a conversation for me.
Did you guys make any note of the quote that she said to her girlfriend here?
No, when women talk, I don't listen.
She said, if I had the option to, I would come home to you right now.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't just leave if she wanted
She
to go
totally
home.
could.
She's like, they're holding me here. The doors are locked. They only let me out to cook, and then they put me right back in.
There's a countdown clock on the screen that when they were FaceTiming.
And then her fiance did say if I could break into that hotel. So maybe she is being held against her will.
Maybe she is. So yeah, they get to the quick fire. It's a bacon quick fire, and the chefs are out of their element, which I liked, but it's also a commercial quick fire. Let's listen.
Yes, it's a dessert, but with a twist. Oh God, what's in the box? Wow, what is that? Oh my goodness. Our friends at Talenti, Gelato, and Sorbetto are back for another quickfire challenge. But this time we're taking inspiration from the new range of flavors, Talenti pairings. And if you haven't guessed it already, you'll be working in teams of 2 for this quickfire.
What a twist.
That's so long.
What a twist. All of that to tell us you're working in teams of 2.
Because just like the Talenti flavor, strawberry margarita is one of the ones that they showed.
And they all got to go in and grab them and eat them, and in no
Just
way,
for inspiration.
just for inspiration.
Padma was like, if you guys haven't tasted savory and sweet flavors together, now's your chance. Run and grab some of this gelato.
Yeah.
Quick, pair up. Quick.
Yeah.
And like wild animals, they ran towards the gelato, and they're like, "Oh, this is crazy! I've never
started-
heard it before."
Pulling their hair apart. They're like, that's 2 flavors at once.
Yeah.
Losing ripping their clothes off, and
Yeah.
it got primal.
Just looking at it all over, they couldn't make sense out of it.
Tom came in with cattle prods to get them back in line.
They
Get out
were-
of
they were
here.
acting
That's enough
out.
gelato for you. Get out of here.
We didn't mention that Nene wins there. Love Nene, one of my favorite
She's
contestants.
great. I took a pie making class with her, and I still use the recipe.
Great.
Not enough Nene in this episode, by the way. I feel like
no.
she maybe said one word, and the rest were just shots
I'm
of her
telling
like
you.
nodding.
They have to do, like, when they get an invite, they got to do what Hung did and say, no quick fire. I'm not here for just a quick fire. I'm here for the whole episode or nothing.
So, but also, quick little thing here. If you didn't expect this to be a fucking sweet and salty challenge, you're a fucking moron. They
What were
had
you
them.
thinking?
They had them next to each other. They
Separated.
They kept being like sweet and they kept like saying it, and then they had to
Yeah.
pick one each, and it's like you're gonna fucking put them together.
Yeah. You're not just going to have a salty ice cream challenge or just a sweet ice cream. Come on, guys. Why would they have all this out here?
You're playing a game. They're trying to trick you.
If Triple H was there, he'd know. He's the
Jigsaw, yeah, he's the game. Jigsaw doesn't. This isn't a jigsaw game. Like he's not. You're not like
one.
tied.
Jigsaw came out on his motor trike.
Hey, you guys want to play Jigsaw?
They didn't tell him right away that it was going to be dessert, though. Like, that was the only thing that I didn't
yeah.
know for sure.
Yeah.
But they did have the Talenti out there.
They
They weren't
did.
exactly going to
Yeah.
make like a hearty biscuit with it.
Could have been making strawberry margaritas, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
That's true.
So Nick, my good friend Nick, got pork rinds, which is very funny.
Mhm,
And when they're told to team up, no one goes to Nick, and you felt bad for Nick, but the numbers had to work out. He had to go with someone. Turns out it was Ashley, and they picked each other, so it's okay.
Yeah, why didn't the 2 black people end up together? Huh?
No one wanted to pick them. They ended up together, and you know what? It paid off in the end.
They did
Everyone
great.
else was like, "What's a pork rind? I don't know what a pork rind is." Ashley's like, "I know what a pork rind is, and I will team with you, Nick."
And they crushed it.
They did crush it. I want to say that the talking while they cook during the quickfire still feels so forced and clunky.
Oh, yeah.
this
I
season.
mean, yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It feels like they're like really being like, okay, right now when you're like have 15 minutes, really start talking to each other. Come on, we can get some shots.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, maybe just let them cook a little more. Why don't you just do the action shots?
Frickin', they really sold me on corn ice cream.
Yeah.
I want that now so bad.
Yeah. all
Everyone
that
seemed to love it.
corn.
Kelsey said corn ice cream is her favorite flavor of ice cream.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that was your
Yeah.
life?
How are you?
What kind of
getting
ice
that
cream you
growing
guys
up?
want? Corn ice cream, please.
And a
2
husband
scoops
and a
of
wi-
corn ice cream.
husband
All the
and a wife are
kids.
like,
Ma'am, we can't give that to you. We're all out.
we're all out.
Are you getting chunks of corn when you eat corn ice cream, you
I
think?
think so, yeah.
Yeah,
All the little kids are crying because the ice creamery's out of corn ice cream.
We've got vanilla.
We got plenty of chocolate.
Yeah. We got vanilla. Do you want vanilla? You want some salted caramel? I wanted the corn.
Attention, ice cream customers.
We're out of the corn ice cream. If you're here for the corn, get out of line now and go up the street to Cold Stone
Please
Creamery.
disperse.
That they're gonna get the hoses out.
Yeah, we're gonna get another shipment tomorrow.
It's like when Popeyes had the chicken sandwich. Like, yo, I heard that. I heard that the ice cream street on 45th has corn. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. There's no line.
They start like fucking beating the shit out of the scoopers, but they don't have it. I have no control over it.
I've been in this line for 40 hours. What do you mean you ain't got no corn ice cream?
The news is going down the line, and sir, how long have you been in line waiting for corn ice cream? 2 days.
It's too damn long.
Attention, ice cream customers. The AC is out. All of the ice cream has melted.
Oh, hell no.
They flip the ice cream shop.
People are drinking it.
There's damn pandemonium at the ice cream shop today. They ran out of corn ice cream.
Good. This is great. This is what you get when you listen to, honestly, the worst Top Chef podcast. Okay, so Nick and Ashley
Nick
win.
and Ashley win the quick fire. And they move on to the elimination. Let's talk about the elimination real quick. The chefs were tasked with creating dishes that honored the lives of 5 trailblazing Texas women.
Trailblazers.
Thank you. Ann Richards, Babe Didrikson, Zaharis, Barbara Jordan, Bessie Coleman, and Selena.
All right. I'm not. Look, this is
Hold
just.
on,
This
hold
is
on.
Wait. Hold on. This is just for the boys. If you're on the video tier, you'll get this. By a show of your fingers, how many of these women did you know by name only?
I only knew Selena.
Oh, Selena. Oh, no, wait, one.
No, it's only for us. It's
It's only for us. I'm sorry. It's only for us. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We all had so many fingers up.
Yeah, we had so many.
So
I
many.
knew all 4 of them. I knew 4 of them.
Not to say they're not great women. They just weren't like names that I recognized.
I knew Cheryl Swoops more than I knew.
Yeah, I know who Cheryl Swoops is.
Yeah.
So I knew her more than I knew the names of the Texas ladies, but they're all accomplished. Despite sharing the same pioneers for inspiration, the chefs competed individually, and the guest judges were Top Chef, DC contestant / Top Chef All Stars finalist Tiffany Derry, and Master Chef Season 3 winner Christine Ha. So that's another Top Chef contestant, Tiffany Derry, on the show. So we're like up to 8 or 9 now.
DC season. And an all-star season, I think.
Yeah, that's my favorite season. That's my season.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about us. So it's a good feeling elimination. The ladies are all into it. Let's listen to some inspiration.
We have Barbara Jordan. She had this awesome quote. I am neither a black politician or a female politician. I'm just a politician. In my career, I never wanted to be known as an Asian chef or a female chef. I just wanted to be known as a good chef.
I'm not a black podcaster. I'm not a black male podcaster. I'm just a bad podcaster. And that's all I want to be known as.
It's definitely what our
done it.
fans know us as.
And I've done it.
I get where she would want to say that, and I totally get it. She doesn't want to be like the best at something. She wants to be the best. Like, not the best woman something, the best something.
The best, period.
I get that.
We don't need to put these asterisks on names. If
No.
someone's the best at something, they're just the best, period.
Yep, the Grammy should give out 1 award for best actor.
Yeah. All right. So we find out, this is very serious. We find out Luke has a learning disability. But I want to say this. I treat everyone the same on this show. So I will continue to treat him as bad as I've been treating everyone else on this show. I won't
Yeah.
change.
Jamal has that shirt that says that he's not racist. He just hates everyone equally.
Mm-hmm.
Who's got Luke on their fantasy team?
It'd be me, I think, right? He was the last one picked, though.
Oh, my God.
Jamal's
I
team
don't-
was all white women.
Yes.
Turned out terribly for
Yeah,
him.
hasn't worked out well for
I
him.
don't want to get into it, but I know we have to at the end of this. But my team, I should have went with my gut.
We got a quick say. So each contestant had to pull a knife to reveal which woman they would be cooking a dish inspired by. And there were some very loose inspirations here when it came down to it.
I thought everyone was just going to say, like, all right, her family is from here. I'm just going to make a dish that's that type of food, is what it seemed like at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's like the safe way to go, right? Like
that would work enough.
So how does everyone feel about these kinds of challenges where it's like very loose inspiration, so it kind of like allows the chefs to like be very
Lie and tell stories.
Yeah, just be like,
Yeah.
I want to cook this.
Yeah.
It's good and bad because it shows who can BS a little bit and then turn out a good dish. But some people, they'll try the BS and the dish still sucks.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
it's this type of thing is my least favorite from that one season where they were told to like do their favorite movies, but they just picked a movie that worked with food already and then just made
Yeah.
it work. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, I can make a great gumbo. I'll do that. That's what Jay did, and very loosely tied it together. And
This
then
is one of
cried a
those-
bunch.
This is one of those challenges where they have like scouts there quietly at the show and they're like seeing who's going to be good for cooking on TV after the show.
Hmm.
Like who can throw together like some kind of talking presentation about the food and the food will be great and they can serve it and hit all the points. They're
Yeah.
like, if you can do this well, you can probably cook on TV.
Just to make it work.
Yeah.
Like Luke's, they loved Luke's, but I don't like it. He's like, she had a lot of heart and guts, so I made a food made of heart and guts.
You're talking
I
about
think-
Jackson.
Hold on,
Oh.
you're whitewashing a white guy.
Yeah. And I
That's my boy
really-
Jackson, my dark
We
horse.
all look the same.
I would prefer to be called just my name, not by color of my skin or the gender of who I am.
And imagine if this was America.
So Jackson did the heart and guts food.
Yep.
Yes.
He did the Ofal. Yes.
Okay. Quick raise of hands, and again for the video
Okay,
tier.
for the video tier.
Who knew what Ofal was? Okay.
All right, one of us did.
Well, now
One
I
of
know.
us.
You won't know which one it was.
That's true.
You have to buy the video.
Anyone
tier.
here want to explain what it is?
Fun fact was too fast for me.
I mean, it's just like all the innards, right? Like anything that's like the gut, like he's making hearts and guts and livers and kidneys and all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Now, if I was a chicken and I wanted to make a rock band, would it be called Innard Skinnards?
Innard Skinner.
Does that work?
But only if you were a chicken,
Yeah.
not any other animal with innards. Lizard gizzard
I believe.
instead of
These-
Leonard Skinner. That's pretty good.
These are good. I did have an instinct to make a pun earlier and say Mark Maron is my favorite podcast when you mentioned Maron, but I resisted. So I'm glad these are coming out now.
Yeah. So yeah, it is the innards, I believe. But I thought it was specifically like specific guts and the heart.
I don't know.
Was
It
it,
might
like
be.
chopped liver and something else?
I don't know.
Kidney,
I thought
liver,
it was
and
just
then the heart.
all the inside stuff.
She had a lot of guts and heart, so he's making you eat guts and heart. Food is
Yeah.
gross.
But hey, it's not waste, you know. He's
I mean, it
using
looked
all of the
really
food.
good though.
It did look good, like a nice ragu.
Yeah, that
All right.
pasta looked great. The ragu looked good.
We talk about this. Monique was getting a lot of talking head scenes in this episode, and
Yeah.
since she's on my team, I was terrified.
Yeah,
I
and then
was
she
terrified.
cut her fried oysters in half, and I can't say that without sounding like the biggest redneck.
Yeah.
Have you guys just skipped past Ashley's rap?
Oh no, I'm getting to it.
Ashley wrapped.
Hold on a second.
Yes, we did, but we are actually going to do it.
We're gonna do it right.
Okay,
now.
I fell
Thank you for
asleep.
bringing that up.
I fell asleep to this episode twice.
When did you watch it? Last night?
No,
You watched it right before
An
this?
hour ago?
yeah, at 4:00.
Oh God. Okay. Well, Brian is gonna hear this, and this is gonna be like, "This was in the episode."
Yeah, this is truly my first time
This
hearing
is
it.
good.
Let's take a listen.
Top chef, tell me what's next. Maybe $250,000 with my name on the track. I'm here for the crown, ain't no sitting getting down. Biscuits crumble, watch me fumble. I see the day of dawn, pass the baton. Last chance kitchen, got another chance at winning. Y'all best believe I'ma put my all in it. Ayy.
That show was fire.
When did that happen?
It happened
Right
when-
after commercial break.
Right after
Right
commercial
after.
break.
Yes.
She's like in the bathroom, like rapping into the mirror.
Mhm. And you can imagine the conversation the producer had with her, where she's like, "Just be natural, just do what someone like you would do in the mirror." You know what?
And they start playing the music. on
Yeah.
it.
She's the chef from Virginia Beach. Is that right?
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay.
So that rap happened, and then this happened. So let's listen.
Harold, what? Steven, what? Tiffany, what? Dave, bring it. I'm gonna bust out the in the kitchen because I got a serious itching to lay it down like the serious dishing. Rapping about what's gonna happen. I'm like Kid Icarus, my it's gonna be delicious.
Marcel showed up and battled her?
Marcel showed up and battled her in the bathroom.
I slept during that?
You slept right through that.
Missed it.
She was like, "This is not your season. Get out of here."
Yeah, but he's got to show up. If someone's going to rap on Top Chef, he's going to show up and battle them.
Yeah, but then Ashley tackled him to the floor and tried to shave his head.
Yeah, well,
And then he
why does this
ran
keep
for
happening to me?
So yeah, that happened, and you fell asleep during.
I
it.
honestly didn't see that.
That's unbelievable. So DeMar showing conviction in his choices because he didn't buy backup tortillas, and Tom was like, "Are you making these by hand for the first time?" He's like, "Yep, I am. It is what it is, and they're either going to be good or bad."
He pulled it off.
But I mean, DeMar was humming. There was a shot of him humming, and you know what happens when DeMar starts humming?
Cheating.
He's cheating.
He's doing it.
Is Jackson the one with COVID or had COVID?
Yes, that's the guy.
I thought this might have been the time because he said something about like, I hope this doesn't taste too awful forward, and then I was like, uh-oh, this is it.
Something was going to happen because he did even at the end do the quick thing of Monique feeding it to him, and he's like, "You should probably ask somebody else." And I was like, "Is it going to happen?" And it didn't happen.
He is being kept on this show.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it is either.
If they
I think
don't
he's actually
pay
a pretty
it
good
off,
chef.
if they don't pay this off, I'm gonna be so pissed. I do not understand how they edit this show, like how they figure out how they create narratives for the show. I can't. It's too smart for me.
No one's asked Tom yet.
He won't tell us.
He won't tell us. He says
It's
top
a secret.
Yeah.
I even played basketball with him last weekend.
Oh my god.
Did he tell you? Did he?
I let him win and
Did he
everything.
tell, yeah.
I don't like how he says how you guys like pick teams or whatever. I feel like is
Shirts and skins.
yeah. I feel like it's pretty offensive.
He's always like, "We're skins. We're skins." I was like, "Okay, Tom."
Did he tell you he would tell you the answer if you beat him?
Yeah, and I was like, "Okay, I can't really beat my boss in a basketball game.
Yeah.
I won't get invited again. That's not good for the
No,
optics."
no, that's terrible.
So he won, and he just kept. He got right up in my face with the fingers, like, "In your face!"
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, Tom."
What does Tom wear when he plays basketball?
Okay, so he's wearing.
It's a Dudley jersey, right?
It's a Dudley jersey and windbreaker pants.
Hat? No hat?
He's wearing a hat. He's got like one of those hats with no brim, and he's got it pulled down. And he every time he shoots, he says "wet."
No underwear under those under those windbreaker shorts.
And we wish he was.
Dude is swanging.
Yeah.
He put in work.
It might break the wind, but it's bouncing up against something
He
else.
tells you too. He's like, keep that thing on me.
Yeah.
And he says, "Wet." We takes the shot.
Yeah. Any shot, layups, anything, wet.
He doesn't play defense too. That's like his rule.
No.
He's like,
No,
I don't
he
play,
walks
I don't
up
play
the court.
defense.
He shoots threes, turns around, and just walks up the court. He's like, "Wet." We're like, "Tom, stop chucking it."
He only
He's like-
rebounds.
He's like, 20% of these go in.
He doesn't play defense, but he box out. He'll fucking back up into you, man. Whoo, break it.
Shot goes up, get out of his way.
You're
Let me tell you
done.
that right now.
Cut you in
He's like
half.
Dennis Rodman with those chiseled elbows. They just come down swinging. They'll cut you.
Cut you in half.
So,
And also sometimes when he shoots, he says Kobe, like the steak.
yeah, Kobe. You know, we got beef. Speaking of Tom, after the basketball game, I guess this like gave him the confidence to like hold his own at the table with the ladies. Let's listen.
This chicken dish just feels paltry a little bit.
No, the poultry's here.
Dad jokes.
Cracked up the entire table with them dad jokes, man. He was killing.
So much so that like they pick him up and they, as they're talking, they just carry him and then throw him out the window. It was just, he like created a riot. It was, you know what, it was kind of like watching like Shark Week, where it's like there's already a lot of sharks in the water and they throw like a big fish in there and they just rapidly go after and just tear it apart.
Yeah, it's just blood now in the water.
Yeah.
Could they really not have 1 week where Tom wasn't at the table? Like, it's Women's Week, but he has to be there.
He probably fought them on it. He's like,
I
no, I'm
think
the
he
head judge.
insisted. He said, not only do I need to be at the table, I need to be at the center.
It's like, I have to remind people about Last Chance Kitchen.
Yeah. This
Who else is
my
going to
show.
do it?
Remember that episode that he was actually gone for? Like, he could have
Yeah,
substituted
because he was at an event. He had a charity event. Just do that
Tom,
again.
Let Padma and Gail have this one. Just head on out.
But Tom makes fun of the situation too in a way that feels like he knows he shouldn't be there, because he starts talking and he's like, oh wait, I should shut up and I should just listen, and then laughs really hard about it.
Mm-hmm. And they all laugh, and then like he kind of cuts to Padma, and she just kind of rolls her eyes and just looks over at some of the other women. She's like,
Padma's
I didn't
like,
want
we
him to
can't
be
have
here.
our fun. Yeah. He just won't let us have fun.
I thought we were all just that was just gonna be us.
This is why I didn't stay in the car with him last season at the movie theater. The movie theater. I was like, I'm not hanging out with him.
He also sat next to Gail, but Padma's on the other side of the table.
Mm-hmm. She wanted to keep eyes on him.
Yeah, should keep him in line.
Make sure he's not showing people videos and stuff like that. It's like, you gotta check out this cool.
Yeah.
Check out me skateboarding and stuff like that. And we're like, I don't
No,
wanna watch
Tom.
this.
Tom's going around like, you guys seen Last Chance Kitchen?
It's like, I got a video up. Why don't we watch this?
Check it out. It's pretty cool. Like,
Quick question about Last Chance Kitchen. Does the production think that I watch Last Chance Kitchen or not? Because like they made Ashley come back like I had no idea who it was going to be. Baby, I'm watching Last Chance Kitchen. Or at least I saw on the internet that it happened.
yeah, I think the turnover on that is probably low with people who actually, after watching an hour-long episode, then turn on Last Chance Kitchen.
This was the first time I've watched Last Chance Kitchen this season.
Oh, interesting.
And it's because you kind of had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you had to.
Exactly.
It's fun. Tom wasn't as Tom this episode of Last
He
Chance
wasn't
Kitchen.
here that much.
Yeah,
Well,
very little of him.
Still got the best Tom small talk clip of the week coming. Let's listen to my boy Jackson, who's the only person on my team left, back up his meal.
I made tagliolini hand cuts with chicken and offal ragu.
Why?
Okay, so I have a lot. I wrote it down.
Yes.
Okay, so she ran for the House of Representatives not once, not twice, but 3 times, which I think has a lot of heart and makes her very gutsy. So that's why I tried to go with the heart and guts and the offal. Trying to make it happen. Okay. So there is chili and mushroom as well, right? So there is more to it than just the chicken and the offal.
Thank you both.
So I think Gail was everyone like, why? You have all these other meats back there. Why would you choose this? Why not? I know there's foie gras back there. Like, why would you choose this?
The way that Gail said why reminds me of when you're in a room and everyone's told to introduce themselves, and it's like, give us your name, where you're from, and what your job is. And everyone forgets what their job is. So at the 4th time, someone goes, where do you work?
Yeah.
You guys aren't following the rules.
So I imagine people keep forgetting why. And so Gail's just like,
Yeah.
why?
Why?
I think Jackson knew how bad everyone else's like story tie-ins were, and he was like, if I can just do this, like I'll just be safe because I'm the only one that really did anything story-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also wrote down his stories, so it like gives him more
Yeah.
credit when he like opens up his notebook. He's like, I really thought about this.
He had to open up his notebook to see how many times she ran for Congress. He can't remember.
Yeah.
He's like, not
it's
once, not twice, flips the
twice.
paper, but 3 times.
3 times.
And they're like, oh, very good, Jackson.
Did you guys catch when Jay was up there telling her story about like her mentor, and she said that her mentor told her that she would punch her in the face if the gumbo wasn't good?
Mm-hmm.
And then the judges said it wasn't good, and they all beat the shit out of her.
Yeah. And Tom said, I promise you I won't punch you in the face.
Yeah. If there's anything we've learned about how kitchens work, that's how kitchens work. Anything goes to get the food out.
I was a little upset though with her tie-in. She's like, you know what? I know I'm supposed to make a dish about this woman, but I'm just going to make it about this woman instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, yeah.
Let's talk about the fact that Buddha Low made the judges chicken, and they loved it. They loved chicken on this show.
Yeah.
The show where usually if you make chicken, they send you home. It's just looking at the plate. They're like, how dare you serve me this non-water bird?
Was that corn ice cream on the plate too?
Oh God, I
wish.
if she could find it to put on, that's probably why they loved it. They're like, she got corn ice cream.
They
Where
were
do you
like-
think? I don't think you can get that anywhere.
They were looking at the menu and they're like, and it also says here you're supposed to have corn ice cream. He's like, oh yeah, we couldn't get any. There wasn't any out, and it was like a whole riot situation after that.
Everyone
Ladies
kept
were-
saying, but it's on the menu. Like, why
Mhm.
do you have it? It says fresh corn ice cream daily. Like, why would you put it on the menu if you don't have it?
I think he had it was like the potatoes had been mashed and then like spiraled. in a
swirled
certain way.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Which
the
is pretty
figure
cool.
eights because that's
I
what she
didn't
flew in
see.
the air.
I
or
didn't
whatever.
see the figure eight. I didn't. See
It was like
I
a
saw
lot
it.
of figure
Yeah,
eights. Like
it was a lot.
It looked like
It
a
wasn't
line to
one.
me. I thought the whole thing was supposed to be a figure eight, but it was like a piece of chicken and a line and something else. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's not how that works.
and corn.
It's just the
Yeah, it
string.
was. It was like a piece of cut corn.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it.
Give me the whole fucking ear, dog.
Yeah, Brian, we know how Brian feels about small plates.
I don't like him. Well, he had no, his was small, but also the salmon dish was tiny.
Yeah.
Super tiny.
Luke likes small little dishes, and Tom is
Yeah.
getting pissed about it.
I think Luke is not making food that's up to what he's capable of doing. I feel like every elimination, he's in his head about something, and the food comes out underprepared, unexecuted.
Think
Yeah.
he's holding back, saving it for like the final weeks.
I think he is, but this is not the show to hold back anything. Like,
I think
yeah,
it could be
this could
that.
catch up to him.
It definitely will. I think if he doesn't go home next week, he'll go home the week after. But I think there's also like sometimes they're just really good chefs who just don't do well in this competition. Like just under pressure, they can't come up
Yeah.
with ideas. You're just not used to it. And
Yeah.
maybe he's just not built for the show.
But I thought he would have been good because, I mean, you saw how fast he raised his hand in the first episode. Who worked at the hardest restaurant in the world? And he was like, I did. Me.
But again, this
Optimus
is
Prime.
this is this is different. This is you can be super funny and then not get on a UCB improv or sketch team. And
That's not happened to anyone here, though. That hasn't happened to anyone here, though.
Okay.
Me and Reeves have never even tried out for.
Okay,
a
let's
UCB
keep
team.
going.
Bumblebee. I choked in my callback. I started asking questions, Bumblebee. Chris Gethard hates me, Bumblebee. He wrote a very long post on my Facebook wall.
We're inside baseball.
That's
We've
inside the inside of
We've-
inside baseball.
we've lost our guest. Okay,
So,
so people make some
Evelyn-
food that was good, and that was Evelyn
Excuse me, what are you doing?
getting us back on track.
That's my job. Evelyn wins again, and this is 2 weeks in a row. And this is a problem for me because this is someone on Brian's team, and I can't have him scoring this many points.
Crushing it, killing it,
It
doing the
looked
damn
real
thing
good.
with that radish flour.
Yeah, it did look great.
It looked great.
Did it?
Everyone's food looked pretty good.
Brian, you fell asleep, but did you see the clip of them showing that at the dinner table, saying that they knew that Evelyn won at
Yes,
the dinner table,
yes.
so that we all now know definitively, judges' table is all rigged.
Well, maybe yeah, where they're talking
all
about it
fake.
afterwards.
Yeah, where they're all like
Well,
trying
no.
to debate.
They didn't show
said
us
on this
that.
they said on this episode that everyone at the table was going to have an equal vote, and then remember then they checked off on the
that's
menu
right.
and they voted
That's
right there.
That's right. Wow, in your face,
Okay.
Jamal. We all forgot that, and I was asleep.
I was asleep the whole time.
And I was awake.
Yeah, because they announced that she was the winner there. Yeah, it looked great. I love that the little sauce had the little oil droplets in
Yeah.
it, so it looked like different. That looked really
Yeah.
cool to me.
I'm a fan of that.
Really pretty.
So, my second to last person on my fantasy team is eliminated. Let's listen to her goodbye.
Monique, please pack your knives and go.
Thank you so much.
Monique, we'll see you in Last Chance Kitchen.
Thank you again.
Thank you both.
I came here to be a winner. I came here to show what I got. I definitely feel that I haven't shown what I can do enough.
What? You,
Monique.
you just better kill it in the last chance. That's all.
That's it. That's it.
That's all.
For me, Top Chef really reminded me how strong I am as a person.
Oh, Demar. I know. I miss you already.
Women rise, so I will always rise stronger than ever.
Women rise, they also fall, and you fell down to Last Chance Kitchen, and you also fell again to Sarah with the broth challenge in Last Chance Kitchen.
How weird was Monique's reaction to seeing Sarah in Last Chance Kitchen? It was like what she said was so weird. She was like, "Oh, I'm really surprised to see her there."
She said she hadn't
yeah.
seen her in years, is what she said. I forgot what she even looked like. It's been so long since I've seen her. And then Sarah sent her packing.
I don't know. Yeah, she
Like
freaked
how many
out.
episodes before Ashley went in there was she? Was she the week before or 2 weeks before? It couldn't have been that long.
Sarah was in there the week before. So here's the thing, the weird thing, because last week was a double elimination because there's 3 people in.
Yeah.
So I thought Sarah was eliminated along with what's his name?
She was.
Yeah, but apparently because she won the first round and went up against Ashley in the second round and lost to Ashley, who went back in, she's now the winner.
Yeah.
Of
Like the
I thought
second place gets to keep going.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that she was now taking over. If anything, I would think that the person who won 3 times in a row, Princess Kamaleya.
Leia should have been. That sucks for her.
The salt. She forgot the salt, and that really screwed her. I do want to say I felt kind of bad for Ashley this episode because she came right back in. She got immunity, and then she was on the bottom, even though she couldn't get eliminated. So she got a nice talking to after she just came back into the competition. I was like, that probably does kind of kick your confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
Just when you thought, okay, well, I'm better than those that are left in the last chance kitchen, that's for sure.
Her food didn't look good. Her food looked like I made it. Like there was no like cohesiveness to the plate. It's just like, here's this, and then here's this. And then the one lady was like, I thought it was going to fly off my plate, and it did.
Brian, you do have that kind of like approach to, Top Chef and cooking, like, others have approach to like art where they're like, well, I could paint that. And you're like, you do that with Top Chef, you're like, well, I see that, I can make that. So that person's not as good as me. That's not real cooking.
Yeah. When we go to basketball games and we watch the Wizards or any other team, you're like, I can shoot like that.
Yeah, I could shoot.
It's no big deal.
I can shoot the basketball.
Brian loves saying wet after shooting. Let's listen to Tom Colicchio do his small talk of the week clip.
What do we have, Sarah?
Well, you used to do like a bacon ramen.
Bacon
at my
ramen?
Yeah, at my diner.
Okay.
It's like the first time
Got
they
the
let
broth
me.
in the pressure cooker?
Yeah.
What's in the broth?
Marrow, bacon.
Marrow and bacon.
Yeah, just trying to get some like unctuous flavor and then a bunch of aromats.
Got it.
Too.
What's that?
That's my contingency in case this sucks.
Oh.
That's noodles in mushroom broth.
Got it.
This is butternut. I would prefer to use the butternut like a hash.
What's in there? Just the bones or marrow?
No, bay leaf, ginger, lemongrass.
All right.
The usual suspects, if you will.
Nice.
Come on.
All right.
Tom's small talk this week is basically just repeating back what is said to him.
Nice.
Back to Sarah.
Nice.
Bacon broth? Okay.
And
what's over here?
That. What is that?
Okay. Nice. Okay.
And is this that?
Is this what I think it is? Okay.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
All right. Yeah, I got nothing, Sarah, so I'm going to go over to
It reminds me of like the conversation like a dad would have with like the guy that's dating his daughter and he doesn't really like the guy. And they're like kind of like waiting in the living room for her to come downstairs.
Yeah.
He's
like,
what do you
think about condoms? You like condoms? Or
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of condoms. I get the steel condoms. They can't break.
He's like reading the kid's shirt. He's like, yeah, so suicidal tendencies, what is that? You trying to kill yourself? Roger? Oh no, man, it's like a band. Get out of my house.
Saw some of your Facebook posts. Yeah. My daughter showed me some of your Facebook posts. Interesting opinions about Black Lives Matter.
Your daughter showed me some of your Facebook posts. You know, Biden's the reason the gas is so high. It's all good for you because you don't pay taxes, but wait until you're like me.
Wait,
Biden reached.
Wait till you get a mortgage. You'll think different. All right, let's talk about the fantasy team standings. This is getting bad for me. I only have one contestant on my team left in the show, and that's Jackson. And I'm hoping to ride this dark horse straight to the finale because he still has the most points of any contestant. He even has more points than Evelyn. But it is close. I've got 30.5 points. Brian has a crazy, I think this is more points than your team had all of last year. 43.5 points. And you're only 2 points behind Reeves, who has 45.5.
Crush. I've had two great weeks.
And I think you have two potential winners in Evelyn and Nick. I think either one of them could take it, even though I think Damar's going to do it. You have two really good people.
I feel like this is the part last year when Reeves offered me a trade and I turned it down, and it turned out to be bad for me because he wanted Maria,
I think
right?
So, and I was going to give you someone else that.
And I was
did
like, nah, she's going all the way.
Should
got home immediately.
So this is good and bad for me because if anyone outside of Jackson goes home, it kind of evens the playing field. But if Jackson goes home, I've only got Sarah in the competition, but she's in Last Chance Kitchen. If Sarah and Jackson go against each other, well, I only have one person in Last Chance Kitchen.
She's getting those 0.5 points every week.
Really
eating it
taking me
up.
through.
Jackson's a good one to have, though. He's done consistently well for the past 2 weeks, so I think he'll
I'm
hang in
hoping
there.
A strong session next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we stand. I'm in third place with one person left in the competition. Brian's in second and Reeves in first. Reeves, where are they now?
Monique has a pastry shop in the Bay Area with her husband. The end. That's what she's doing.
Okay. I have another question for where are they now? Where is Ashley's rap career now?
She will be battling back, not just through, if she gets eliminated again, they've made it so she can't just get back in by cooking. She will have to rap battle her way back in. And it is through Tom it's like dealer's choice.
Can't wait.
He'll spin a wheel and then it'll land on someone. And it's,
Tom's going to show up with his shiny and one mixtape pants
Mhm.
and do-rag.
Man, I used to love And One. I feel like we've done a disservice to our guest by not letting Steve share a radio story.
I don't have any good radio stories. What do you want?
I remember Steve would come home and he'd be covered in bruises because they were shooting with paintballs the entire morning.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I'll tell that real quick. We had Blue Man Group tickets that we had to give away, and we had to figure out a way to give them away. So we decided that I was going to go to a random gas station wearing only boxer shorts, and this was in the middle of winter. And we had a paintball gun full of green paintballs and one blue paintball inside of the gun. And people just came up and shot me. And whoever shot me with the blue paintball ended up winning the tickets or whatever. And then they told me afterwards there were no blue paintballs in it. So we went through the entire 200 of them or something.
Oh, no.
No one got to go to Blue Man Group.
They let you go at least?
I did go, yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I've seen Blue Man Group at a HF festival once. They got booed off stage.
Oh,
okay.
It was very sad. And then I saw them in in New York. They were very good.
And see, what are your thoughts on Steve and I went to Craft recently
yeah.
in New York City, Tom's Restaurant Craft.
I'd go back.
Have any thoughts on that?
I liked it.
Yeah, it's good.
Have you been to that girl in New Jersey? Is that Princess Kamalea?
I was going to go, and then she got eliminated, and I canceled my reservation.
She coming on the show?
But not because of that. Not because of that. No, I don't think she will. But I want to go now because she looks great in Last Chance Kitchen.
Yeah,
she was
she did
crushing
really
it there. I think she was actually sick. I think she got fucked up from being sick.
Probably Jackson gave her COVID.
You're talking about Leia? Yeah.
Yes.
I think she would have won the whole competition.
I think she could. She seemed like a fucking professional chef.
Hey, my whole team of chef owners, since you're all eliminated, go back to owning your restaurants.
Steve, when does your podcast come out?
New episodes every Friday morning. Two Guys in a Friday. It's on iTunes or wherever else you get podcasts from. Or just follow us on social media at TGIFcast.
Nice.
And what day will people be able to see you at AwesomeCon?
The schedule is not confirmed yet.
Okay, we didn't know.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out if this guest that has not been announced could possibly come on our show as well while we're there.
Because it's a good time. Well, okay.
It's Urkel.
Here, I'll say this. I'll say this on the pod so that it's official.
It's Winslow.
If this person doesn't do it, we'll gladly come on and be your guests.
Absolutely.
You guys gonna buy tickets?
We'll call it. Sure.
Did I do that?
See? We could be on it.
I could do it.
What if it was Laura? Who's doing something now that could be there to want to push something?
No one.
I know that Stephanie from Full House is on a lot of TV shows right
She has
now.
her own podcast.
So does Sabrina. Sabrina has her own podcast because the Young Bucks are on it. Not the Young Buck brothers, just Matt and his wife. Pretty good episode.
Okay.
Super Kick Party.
See, what are your thoughts on WrestleMania this past weekend?
It wasn't great.
Uh-huh.
The whole Edge Damian Priest thing is real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And
What about the Cody match? You like the Cody match?
You glad that Cody's back? You glad Cody's
I kind
back?
of was hoping it was someone else.
I kept hoping that it was all a work.
Yeah.
I really wanted
I would
it
have
to be a
taken
work.
almost anyone else. If I didn't want Cody, I didn't want Shane, and I didn't want Goldberg. Anyone else, I probably would have taken.
Who else is left?
Ryback.
Oh man, feed me more. Top Chef.
Honestly, the worst Top Chef podcast, but a pretty good podcast for other stuff.
And on that note, we'll pack our knives and go.